Farhan, Diana, welcome to NDTV.
Thank you, man.
Can we share the joke?
No, there wasn't really much of a joke.
Okay. Okay, guys, what is your favorite Prison Break film? Is there a Prison Break film that you really enjoyed as a kid earlier, or a show or something?
Wow. I think.
Don't steal mine.
What is yours? No, then you go first.
Yeah, you go first.
It's the only answers I do have that he takes away.
No, please.
Yeah.
Shawshank Redemption.
Nice. Yeah.
Mm.
Now you're left with.
No, I'll tell you the ones I liked. I liked Escape to Victory.
Yeah.
Was a really fun.
Hmm.
It wasn't prison, but I mean
Yeah,
like a POW camp.
Right.
That was good. Another really good Prison Break was very dark film though. Was Midnight Express.
Right.
Was also a great film. Alan Parker had made that film. True story
Right.
about a Turkish prison. And the third one, which was again about getting away from prison, was a film called Papillon with Steve McQueen in it, where he escapes from this French island where he's kept. It was an amazing film. Dustin Hoffman and so those films.
And
of course Shawshank.
Right. And out of these four, which one is your favorite?
Out of these, for Shawshank Redemption.
So same one. He came back to your
No,
answer.
I really think actually my favorite would be Midnight Express.
Okay. Okay.
But even Prison Break,
Yeah.
it's not a
Prison-
film, but
right.
it's
Yeah.
pretty
Exactly.
interesting for
Yeah,
the
yeah, of course.
Guys, did this give you an idea about what life in prison is like? Anything that you learned that you didn't know? Because we pretty much know what we watch in movies.
Right.
We've not been to prison. But anything that you learned that you didn't know earlier?
Well, I mean, I think all of us have just grown up on that steady diet of seeing what prison is like from film.
Movies, right.
There is a bit of a difference, but also, I mean, in all fairness, even our film does take certain cinematic liberties,
Correct.
of what life in prison is like. But just the fact that you don't have to constantly be in that striped uniform. You can be in your everyday clothes.
Okay.
And it's on special days like the 15th of August or the 26th of Jan that you have to wear the prison outfit when the flag hoisting and stuff is done there.
I didn't know that actually.
Okay, I
Till
didn't
we
know
started
that.
working
Yeah,
on
on
this
special
film.
days. And then apart from that, I mean, just the focus that there is, at least the jails that we visited now, the focus that there is on reformation was something that you never really got a sense of, when you're on the outside.
Right.
And it was very, very heartening to see, like the amount of effort that's put in by the IG, the DIG, the jailers themselves, and everybody. They're working very, very seriously, diligently, very sincerely, towards reforming
Right.
the ones that can be. I mean,
Right.
there's some hardened criminals that are also kept away from general population
Right.
because they could actually influence those people.
But
the ones who are there for smaller crimes,
Right.
they really do give them a chance to teach them skills, teach them things so that they can come out and get a better life for themselves.
Right. Is
And
it?
we visited this jail in Lucknow,
Yeah.
on which this movie is
Right.
based, and we met the band. I mean,
Hmm.
we watched the band perform.
Yeah.
And it was really good.
Hmm.
Even I was so surprised because you don't know what to expect,
Right.
obviously, and then we heard them for the first time.
Right, these are stories we usually don't hear. When Sanju came out, he spoke to the media and he said, "I made chairs and I did things."
Right.
These are things that we don't. Is it anything like what we watch in movies, or it's?
No, it is. I mean, see, the thing is, films also are made to serve a certain purpose of the story.
Right.
So they'll always focus on that aspect of
Right.
any. So at the end of the day, if you show me a Mumbai film that's about gangsters, you only end up seeing the gangsters. You don't see the good
Correct,
people.
correct.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's what it's about. But you get a better sense of it once you're doing a film about it. You get to learn a lot more.
Right. But these are different times when people watch the trailer and go to watch a movie. If they like the trailer, they go and watch it. What goes into deciding what will go in a trailer? Because nowadays, pretty much the whole story is out in a trailer.
Well, to a certain extent, and I think it's a good thing. You should not try and fool the public here,
Right.
and try to cut something or create something that when they go, they're actually disappointed or misled by the trailer. So I think a certain amount of information in a trailer where you get a sense of what the story is, so you're mentally prepared for the kind of film that you're going in for, I think is a good idea.
Right.
And it's done the world over. I mean, I
Right.
think we got into a place where maybe because of lack of content, we had to just cut things to excite people.
Yeah.
But fortunately, the time of content is on its way back in.
Right.
And it's good to be here. While
Was it different when you were cutting trailers for Dil Chahta and Dawn earlier, many years ago?
Well, absolutely. I mean, firstly, you had only that one trailer. There was no digital promos after that, and
No teaser,
none of that
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
You just had one trailer and you put it out, and that was it. So you could actually focus maybe just a lot more again on the story of the film.
Right.
With Dil Chahta Hai, because it wasn't such a plot-heavy film in any
Light
case.
story,
Yeah. So I just focused on the character and the vibe of the film, because I thought that would be what would be exciting for people to come in and see.
Right.
So that's what I did with that. But Laksh was more about the story and about the character. So
Right.
it depends on the film.
Right. How do you watch movies? Do you wait for the trailer? Do you watch the trailer or do you see the buzz around it? Do you watch interviews? Anything that excites you, or how do you decide what you want?
Weirdly, I like knowing as little as I can about a movie
Yeah.
before going to see it. I feel like I prefer not having any kind of spoilers.
Right.
Yeah, I guess the basic thing would be to watch the trailer
Right.
to get an idea of the buzz
Mhm.
and what people have to say about it. But
Mm.
I don't get into the details of the story or try to read up too much about it. And sometimes I watch movies without seeing the trailer as well.
Right. So, guys, how much time did you guys shoot in this film together? How many days? Or
Together, you mean, or just
together?
for the whole film?
Together.
Oh God, I mean, I don't know. I don't think we're keeping count.
No, generally
Uh,
about.
I think the
2
film
months.
entirely was about 60 some days.
2 months. 2 months. Okay.
Yeah, roughly. And I think out of that, maybe we shot for about 2 weeks.
Okay.
I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe
2
roughly
weeks.
about that.
About 2 or
Okay.
3 weeks.
That
Yeah,
brings
2
me
to
to
3
my
weeks.
next question, which is anything that you now know about her that you didn't know and that you think her fans should know.
Anything that I didn't know? Yeah, I mean, actually, I didn't know
Anything.
anything.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
So tell the fans
Uh,
something that even they should know
That even they should know.
about her. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think the thing that was most impressive to me while working with her
Right.
was, again, I think was just to see her focus towards her work,
Right.
to see how seriously she takes her work.
Mm-hmm.
And she's very, very professional about it,
Mm.
and I think that's really anything the basic thing that you can ask for from any person who's an actor
Right.
coming to set is to have these skills.
Mm.
And she has it in spades. So I mean,
Yeah.
I guess that's
Right.
Yeah.
You tell us about him now.
So again, I had no idea.
Hmm,
We've never
right.
worked together before, but I always knew that Farhan was a really good actor because I've watched films
Watched
and
his
I've always been a fan of his work. But I guess for the first time, I got to actually
Got-
experience it and be in the same frame as him
Right.
and on the same set as him. So that that was a great experience,
Hmm.
and I realized that it helped me a lot.
Mhm.
As a co-actor, because
Right.
it just helps to get scenes out better and
Hmm.
get a better performance out of the other person when when he's so good.
Right.
So
Right.
that's what
Guys, so you guys from the trailers, you guys form a band in the jail. Could you tell the people what exactly each one of you do in the band?
I'm
Actually,
in the band.
she's the one who
Right.
puts the band together.
You're the one who
Yeah.
puts the band.
She's the one who puts
Okay.
the band. So she's an NGO worker
Right.
called Gayatri Kashyap who's working to do reformation in prisons.
prison.
And she's given the task of coming to Lucknow Central and to create a band
Mhm.
for this music contest that's going
Right.
to happen. So I'm the first person who volunteers for it, and then we put together the rest of these fine
Right.
gentlemen that you see
Yes.
behind us.
Mm.
They all joined the band, and so the thing is, we realized very early on that learning to play instruments is not really going to work.
Mm.
So we've kind of adapted this body percussion technique,
Right.
which is also in the Teen
Which
Kabutar
was my
song.
idea, by the way.
Which
Okay,
is-
that
yes.
was
In
right.
the film.
Wow.
In the
Oh,
film.
in the film.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know, maybe she also called up Ranjit and said, Ranjit, what about this body percussion thing? After hearing the script, I thought maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's really what the band is.
Right. Ram, this has been a very different year in the film industry. It's been a learning for a lot of filmmakers. Since you're a producer and a director yourself,
Right.
what's a big takeaway this year?
I think the big thing that we've seen this year is that films really that have had something substantial to talk about have performed well.
Done well.
Content
Okay.
man.
You know,
Content. Okay.
so and they've been issues.
Hmm.
They've been based on issues.
Right.
So be it Hindi medium, be it Pink, the films
Right.
that have done well in recent
Mhm.
times. They're all talking about our issues. They're talking about our people, our culture,
Hmm.
and I feel that that's very heartening to see.
Hmm.
That this kind of dialogue is happening now in film.
Right.
So what's also very exciting about the fact that these films are doing well
Hmm.
is I genuinely believe, and this is not a plug for my film,
Sure,
but
sure.
I do genuinely believe that this film belongs to that world.
Okay.
It belongs to the world where we are talking about something about prison reform, and we are
Hmm.
talking about the dreams that a common Indian
Right.
boy or a man has,
Hmm.
regardless of where they live,
Hmm.
and how it is possible to fulfill that dream. Maybe
Right.
not in a way that you imagined, but it is,
Right.
and that gives you hope.
Right.
This film leaves you feeling really, really hopeful
Mhm.
and really optimistic, and that's
Right.
very special.
Right. And a big takeaway from this year, from what you have seen, just general film business as an actor, would you be careful on signing some kind of movies? Any takeaway from this year's business?
I mean, the takeaway is that, like we said, content matters, and I
matters.
feel like you can't fool the audience anymore.
Right.
They all want,
Right.
they want good films, they want good
Mhm.
stories. You can't, mediocre doesn't work anymore. I
Right.
think.
Yeah,
And,
yeah, absolutely.
not that would change the way I would go about anything, because anyway, I read a script and I would choose to do a film based on the story and whether I like it or not.
Right.
And there's a certain amount of gut feel that comes into play with you. You read a script and you know instantly whether you want to do it or you don't, and
Right.
I follow that.
Right.
So far, it's worked for me.
Right.
So
But
hopefully
is
continue
it
to
tougher
work.
to get people to the cinemas than before?
I mean, eventually it's the job of the film to do that.
Right.
That
It's
that's-
not any one
I mean,
person's
what can you
job.
do? I
Correct.
mean, you've done the
You
best
can-
that you can with your film. Now the film is speaking for itself.
Right, right.
And whatever audience it finds or doesn't find, it'll find on its own merit
Right.
or lack of.
Right.
So there's nothing more you can do. I mean, of course,
Right.
you can go around and tell people when the film is releasing, which is what kind of we're doing here.
Correct.
And talking a bit about it as
Right.
much as you'd like to know.
Hmm.
But beyond that, I think the promos, the trailer, like we discussed earlier,
Hmm.
that really does the talking for you. Yeah.
Right.
And rightfully so. I
Right.
mean, that's what people should see, and
Fair
that's what
enough,
they should base their
Right.
hunger to go and see it.
Watch
on.
it.
Yeah.
Right. Ron, before we go, you want to tell people any plans to direct anytime soon?
No, not at the moment. No.
But signed a couple of films.
I have signed a couple.
You want to tell them which one?
Well, the films that I've signed, one is for Ajay Devgan's production.
Right.
So it's a film that Nishikant
Nishikant,
Kamath
yeah.
will be directing. So
With
there's
Sanju?
Yeah, Sanju and myself.
Right.
As of now, I mean,
Right.
of course, there are more cast members to
Right.
be added.
Hmm.
And another film that I have said okay to doing is with Mohit Suri.
Right. Right. Fantastic. Diana, you want to tell people where they can see you next? Parmanu is coming
well,
here. And
Yes.
Yeah.
So Lucknow Central next month on the 15th of
Absolutely.
September. And I have Parmanu coming out in December on the 8th, which is with John Abraham and directed by Abhishek Sharma
Right.
with Kriya Gentili.